Hello everyone, Gaara here and welcome to a brand new deck tech video. Today I'm gonna talk about an OTK Velen deck. It was quite a lot of fun playing it and building it, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see, here's the deck list. From what I've noticed from playing a lot of ladder and a lot of different versions of Shadowreaper Anduin OTK is, first of all, it is very important to build a deck in a way where you really want to support the overall game plan in just drawing your deck and then killing your opponent with repeatedly hero powering him with the Shadowreaper Anduin or with the Prophet Velen Mind Blast combo after the Raza, which is a 20 damage combo with 2 cards, which is super powerful. So I've played different versions of the deck where I just went for just half outvaluing your opponent. I was playing Cabal Shadow Priests and then I was playing like greedier defensive cards, but nothing really worked. So I really started focusing on just drawing as many cards as possible, so we have plenty of cards to just deal with the opponent's board if he is an aggressive deck or just even if he's a control deck. And against control decks we wanna draw our combo faster than our opponent gets into late game and just overwhelms us with his board and his cards and outvalues us and fights all the healing. This is the finished deck list, and like for now at least, there's plenty of things you can improve with this deck. Like there's so many different cards you can test, and yeah, what I have is, so let's kick this off with Circle of Healing and Auchenai. And I think this is just a very nice combo. You can utilize the Circle of Healing, again another card draw card, with the Northshire Cleric and Pyromancer. You can set up combos where you just draw like 4 or even more cards, which is super nice. With Auchenai, it is one of the best board clear cards combos Priest has access to, so especially against Murloc Paladin. This is quite powerful. So many different ways to utilize the Circle of Healing. Also, if you manage to draw an insane amount of cards, you can refresh the hero power with the Circle of Healing for 0 mana, which is also very helpful. Plenty of reasons to run the Circle of Healing. So Smite, one of the combo pieces. So as I told you already, after the Raza and after you play the Shadowreaper Anduin, Prophet Velen and Mind Blast is a 20 damage combo and it costs 9 mana, so it fits perfectly to squeeze in the Smite for 10 mana, which is an additional 8 damage. So you play the Velen, you Smite, and then you refresh again the hero power. So you go up from a 20 damage combo to a 28 damage combo in a 3 card combo, which is super powerful. So Smite, absolutely core. Mind Vision, this is actually a very interesting card. What I was thinking also about is Skulking Geest. A lot of people are running that card. We don't like running this card because we really wanna focus on the overall game plan of the deck. And if people are playing this, I don't mind them cycling our deck so we find our combo pieces faster. So this is very interesting. Holy Smite is not a necessary combo piece. It is just a cool card to have. Usually against aggro you kill like Tide Callers or Tide Hunters with this, and yeah, utilize this with a Wild Pyromancer to get like a baby swipe. Mind Vision is actually very nice versus Druid because Druid always keeps Innervate and Wild Growth. And if you can wild growth yourself, that is quite helpful. And yeah, a lot of the classes play just good cards. If you steal a weapon or whatever, it's very nice. And yeah, like you can utilize this with the Radiant Elemental to get a card for free from the opponent's hand, which is usually very good. And yeah, I was thinking about running Yogg-Saron, but we don't have quite enough spells in the deck yet. So it's just a card that looks bad on paper, but when you play it, it's actually quite nice because Priest has very few plays on turn 1. Nice card, especially if you get card draw from your opponent, that's really nice. So against Druid, very good cards to get a ramp, and Ultimate Infestation is the nuts. But just in general, there's a lot of good cards you can steal, and it has synergies with cards like Pyromancer and Radiant Elemental. So Northshire Cleric, again, a card draw card, very core, very important. It has good stats for 1 mana as well. Great synergy potential with Circle of Healing. And just healing minions in general. Potion of Madness, again a card we don't mind it getting cycled out by Skulking Geest, and you can imagine Priest always struggles versus aggro, so we wanna play all the anti-aggro cards if possible. Another interesting thing is it's very cheap card, so if we get to the Prophet Velen turn where we we want to just refresh the hero power as often as possible, another cheap card to have is very nice, another cheap spell. So Doomsayer, anti-aggro, powered shield, nothing to say there. Another card, great synergy with like Priest of the Feast, Clerics, Pyromancers, and it draws us cards. And another cheap spell, so it's nice. And we don't mind it getting Skulking Geest. Golakka Crawler, Doomsayer, nice anti-aggro cards. All the aggressive decks besides Murloc Paladin are running Pirates. Pirate Warrior is like a rough matchup. If you get a Golakka Crawler, you just steal a win. And very important, we run the Curator because it is a card draw card. And we have 2 beasts in the deck and 2 dragons. Primordial Drake, Alexstrasza, and Owl and Golakka. They're all good cards versus aggressive decks, all very flexible. So it's nice to have this for consistency. Mind Blast, one of the key cards for the combo. Radiant Elemental, just overall very good to reduce spells, so you can make even crazier plays with Prophet Velen. So you can Prophet Velen Radiant Elemental, which refreshes your hero power again. And then you can play like Mind Blast for 1 mana, Smite for 0 mana, like all these spells, Mind Vision, Circle of Healing, all those spells refresh your hero power and you can do crazy amount of burst damage, like even above 30 damage, which is super nice. Shadow Visions, again, there's just a cheap spell to find more combo pieces and removals against aggressive decks. We're playing a Kazakus deck, so we don't run double Dragonfire Potion, so getting an additional Dragonfire Potion versus aggro is really nice, or just a card you need, like a Shadow Death or whatever. Pyromancer, again, very good anti-aggro card. We have a lot of cheap spells, so it makes it better. Acolyte of Pain, another card draw staple card. Ironbeak Owl, Silence is very powerful right now against aggro druids. This new Kolento druid, Murloc Paladin, so many different decks run the Bone Mare now. Just a lot of tools for Silence, and it's actually better to run the Owl when you run Curator than the 0 mana Silence card. It's just more value, and we want to draw it for free pretty much, so really cool. Yeah, it's just one of the better cards to run. Obviously it's replaceable, you can run the 0 mana Silence if you prefer that, but then I would recommend to not run the Curator. Shadow Death, just a staple card. Auchenai Soulpriest, again with the Circle of Healing, but even without this, obviously it's a little bit utopic that we will always draw the Circle of Healing Auchenai combo, but with Shadow Visions we sometimes get the Circle of Healing, an additional one, and then we can Auchenai clear. It's just very powerful clear. But even just as a standalone, Auchenai is a very nice card. You can just utilize the hero power, especially after the result, to just take out smaller minions. The Greater Healing Potion feels necessary after we play the ShadowReaper Anduin to not just get easily burnt out, but also just to stay alive. Kazakus, yeah, obviously a core card in a Kazakus deck, just super powerful. You can get additional board clears versus aggro, and you can get card draw from the effect as well, which is very nice. It's just a very powerful card. Master Spell actually turned out to be a very good card, especially versus Druid. Druid just likes to play a lot of minions and buff them like crazy, and then Master Spell, especially Master Spell draws your card against Murloc Paladin, also very good. It helps you set up board clears like Auchenai Circle or Dragonfire Potion. Like if they go for the Murlocs into Gentle Megasaur and they all get Divine Shield, then you can't really kill them, except you Master Spell them, you stall in the Dragonfire Potion, which is super cool. Again, draws you cards, very nice. Also against Control Lock, if you face that, you kill Twilight Drakes with it. It's just so many different uses for this card. Priest of the Feast, also like a staple card, I would say. It's probably replaceable, but healing is very nice if you just want to survive, and the stat line of the card is very good. Like 3/6 for 4 mana, and you have a upside on it, like a positive effect is really good. Holy Nova, another like I would say staple card. It heals you, it clears the board. Raza, one of the core cards for the combo, for the Prophet Velen combo, just super strong. I would keep it in almost every matchup, except it's like super hyper aggro, then I would not keep it, but it's like a very important card for the ShadowReaper Anduin in general. Dragonfire Potion, one of the reasons even to play Kazakus is Raza. Dragonfire Potion, just super staple again. Wrathion, a lot of people hate me for that. It's just another card draw card. We play so few taunts, as you guys can see, and taunts are just good in general if you have like no way to answer. Let's say a Hydra, then you can stall, find more answers. I just play all the good card draw cards, what can I say. Prophet Velen, one of the core cards for the combo. Curator helps us draw cards and more defensive cards like the Primordial Drake. And we got we are at the Primordial Drake. I had Malygos in my deck, Deathwing at my deck. Primordial Drake just seems overall, I also had Baron-Geddon in my deck. Primordial Drake just seems to be overall the best option, the most flexible one, because we can just play him even, you know, if you're fighting against control. It's not too situational. And the problem with Baron-Geddon, it is a very aggressive board clear card. So against Pirate Warrior, Baron-Geddon is really bad, but Primordial Drake on the other hand is really good. So even though he's like a little bit more expensive and a little bit slower, it is a way better defensive card than Baron-Geddon. Shadowreaper Anduin and Alexstrasza. Yeah, again, I really liked Alexstrasza because then we don't need that many combo pieces to kill our opponent. Sometimes you can just steal games, people just go for super crazy value and then you go Alex and just kill them out of nowhere. So overall I would rate this deck tier 3 for now. It has definitely potential for even a higher tier, I would say around tier 2, tier 2.5, if you have the perfect refined list. I think having a very good game plan for Priest is very powerful. There's a lot of very powerful cards in the deck, like the Dragonfire Potion or Kazakus or Shadowreaper Anduin, very powerful cards. And you have an actual win condition with the Prophet Velen Mind Blast combo, which Priest never really had. Priest always had to go for like a late game out value plan, and if there's like decks like Quest Rogue or Jade Druid, you can never beat them. But if you have like a very cool burst finisher, the games are very different and the deck is also played very different, and it's still very powerful versus aggressive decks, and you beat most control decks. It's just the problem is, and why the deck is tier 3, is the popularity of Jade Druid. There's just so many Jade Druids. Like almost every third game is a Jade Druid on average. It's really crazy. So, and Jade Druid is a really rough matchup. It doesn't really come down to what you are doing most of the time. The way how Jade Druid is built right now is they include every ramp card, even Maya Keeper. You have double Wildgrowth, double Innervate, double Maya Keeper, double Jade Blossom, double Nourish, and you always play for ramp, and then you just go for Ultimate Infestation. So not even the Skulking Geist will help you in that matchups. So that is really what is holding back a deck like this. But regardless, if you're not facing Jade Druid, it's a very cool deck to play. It's nice to have like a little bit of fun sometimes, not just always play tier 1 decks. I hope you guys enjoy. I will also show you now a game versus the worst possible matchup. I hope you guys enjoy and see you guys in a bit.
Anduin versus Malfurion.
Malfurion for a change, yay!
The light shall bring victory.
Is someone injured?
Bless RNG that he is aggro druid. Never lucky. And they always throw the ramp now. Druid plays so many different ramp cards now. You play even double Maya Keeper. It's crazy. To play Jade Blossom, double Maya Keeper, double Nourish for ramp. And then you go Infestation on 10 and GG's. Why did he coin Wildgrowth? It makes no sense. Into hero power? Why would you do that? It is okay. So what I can do here is try to assemble the burn damage for the combo. And I think I'm gonna do that.
Right away.
I would try. I think this is the best bet I have to have a chance.
The land serves me.
Yep, people are running even this card now.
Right away.
Just to make sure that you will always have the ramp. I think this is worth it. Just so I can cycle more. I still need to find Anduin and Raza. I need a lot of pieces. So the Smite is 8 damage with him, but he's strong on the board than he is, the Acolyte.
Blessed be this.
Helps me trade a little bit if he goes for something like Aya. If he goes Aya, I can Master Spell. Ramp, just to make sure to always hit the... I will try to find a 1 mana potion here to bust my board. Can do 3 damage. Or draw a card. Drawing a card is also not the worst. Right now, Cleric died. I think I can get the Cleric back.
Hey, that's my cake.
Man, that's actually very nice.
Hey, that's my cake.
Then I do this trade.
Job's done.
1 mana potions are sometimes very underrated in what they can do for the mana cost.
The circle of life is over.
Where's my potion of madness when I need it?
Serve or die.
Embrace.
Hey, that's my cake.
Okay. Alright. Would be nice to have more combo pieces. I could Master Spell. Doesn't do anything. It just cycles the Master Spell.
Hey, that's my cake. Pain, speak to me.
I can go for the Alex. And yeah, just try to kill him. I have 2 Mind Blasts. Like Raza and yeah, Anduin would be so good. I can just like go for a sneaky Alex into Master Spell if he decides to not clear it and if he goes for taunts. That's important. And he shuffles.
I bring life.
Now he takes phase damage if he kills him. That's what I'm talking about. He goes for the taunts. And I will go for the... I mean, I can also Dragonfire now, which is really good.
I will mourn.
Again, I'm saving this for his taunts. It's looking really good. It's the hardest matchup by far. He had all the ramp, but he didn't draw the ultimate infestation.
I will mourn.
Suck! Feels good, man. And that's it for today's deck video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as always, and I will be back tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace!